Yachamubiem na Yesia Ebeshe a quick one on LaLiga. I mean, this weekend's LaLiga, so there are some dicey games, especially judging from the fact that FC Barcelona, for instance, almost unpredictable these days. As a almost here, as a Kitwana Casino, now almost struggling. Weekend you know on Sunday, Barca away, Celta Vigo, and Real Madrid, the league leaders, and so away. More Madrid province were Rayo Vallecano. Two dicey games. My visa Vallecano for Barcelona, right? This is I think I'm draw with Barca. I'm say Barca. Barca drop points. I remember.
They beat Barcelona before the international break.
Okay. So Barca on first defeat no crown. I'm sure some of them. So a very difficult venue. And then I'm saying local rivals with Real Madrid. And of course, Madrid me a big team. On any day, we meet me a discipline. But yeah, realistically, now we had on Sunday, 3:15 p.m. Ghana time. Madrid away to Vallecano, and at 8 p.m. Barcelona away to Celta Vigo. Until you heard these games, quick. Now, any LaLiga fans so ADSC and then you make. Kofi, akwa babium.
You should be senior.
Let's start with the first one first. Madrid away at the Vallecano, so only Vallecano.
Well, I mean, it is normal, so we expect to see Real Madrid moving into this game and only a favorite to pick the 3 maximum points, because we all know Madrid 4 after 11 games into the season. A lot of things are remember before the start of last season, Sana Barcelona the enquiry, because we didn't expect Barca started so well. The start was super for Barcelona last season. Now it's shocking. The same thing NSC this season, because Barcelona formed last season, and the fact that Real Madrid are changing a manager, Ancelotti call Alonso a bar or try a start a whole new project and all of that. Nintendo when you say enka ye fat team be or best started the season very well. Enka obeko for Barcelona ahead of Real Madrid, but here we are as we speak. Real Madrid after 11 games senior Oma dropping only 3 points, so Oma for 30 out of 33. That is incredible. And Omo unstoppable, especially Ewofie. Maybe you can talk of defeat against Liverpool in the Champions League on another day, but the point is that share Madrid form so far season anymore, they are on fire, and I believe it is always expected one of those games share expect to say by the end of the game on Sunday, Madrid out as side victorious. Indeed, that's how I put it.
Okay, so the fact that Madrid form I'm more dispatched teams for fun. And I mean, how we are to promise I feel LaLiga no money beat me ahead of Barcelona no. And I would just forgetting about the fact that Omukusia an opponent unpredictable, especially against big teams. This is a nobody can show.
Oh yes, but on there, aside all the uncertainties, any surprises you need to say a game before you move into every game. You look at 2 teams now who are there and then they are likely to happen. So I appreciate the fact that Omayi be paying, and it is also possible say you be a repeat of that particular thing now you can once me. But in the end, on paper, share resources are 2 teams nekuta. Omo chances, obia performance, obia qualities, any capacity to do things in a way my fans I enjoy everything and that's how me who say between Vallecano and Real Madrid, me who a certain gap, a gap that say at the end of the game on Sunday and Barca Madrid winia Amanfo Beka say it was shocking to see Vallecano defeat Real Madrid. That's why I'm saying say I see Madrid over there and Vallecano somewhere here. Until we are likely to witness the usual story.
Okay. And most definitely, and most likely Mbappe scoring.
Absolutely, he's on fire. He's just on fire.
From open play and as from the sport, Mbappe the other them now. But
yes.
Young call the other game so. FC Barcelona in recent times. I mean, what is wrong with them? Same players, same manager, but they seem to be somehow struggling with results in the one in Mexico. I mean, and yet too convincing. In midweek, more dropping points. A game that people predicted that Barca beat me 6-5-4-3 or name it. But a couple years now, I said here, I was a Bruges, Club Bruges, na Barca on 3 different occasions, and clearly Barcelona almost struggle. I'm going to call Tima Enra no mocking Man United after winning the Europa League game and say, as a 5 straight games, 5 wins in a row. And to Man United fan now, all trying to say United be winning 5 in a row, no unity no. Was send Man United JC, was send Celta Vigo JC, where unity kama. United actually. They are a very difficult side to play, and to be honest with you, judging them against Barcelona or almost
yes, many will be our dreams. This weekend looks likely to be a difficult weekend for Barcelona. And me who a lot of things at play. It is true, say Barcelona and you're that convincing this season. Now, I think say as a result of injuries, because even before the start of the season, there was a Barcelona, Espanyol, no for a goalkeeper in Juan Garcia, because na tested your reliable goalkeeper na akoye a shoulder surgery, so he was going to be out for 4 good months. Yes, no ma fashion nearby, but he came from retirement. Into moving forward, they needed another good goalkeeper. And a season is starting, to be honest. So far Barcelona attack Noah in terms of goal scoring, the only reliable person over there Lewandowski. And we all know say, I mean, when you are looking at somebody around 37 years and injuries so he's missed a lot of the games. And then Rafinha, also last season now one of the key players for FC Barcelona, and also at some point injury again. Even before Rafinha, now Lamine Yamal, and so call off for some games any day. Today as we speak, say Obenya the number 1 midfielder in this game against Celta Vigo. Now Ebia sa midfielder no ebe pass late fitness test, because Pedri in the last Champions League game against Club Brugge went to me crampo ama anywhere close, because we know that our issues any idea. So injuries idea are affected Barcelona, and a coach is as good as your players. And I think that investors follow Barcelona. Of course, if you put everything together, and the Celta Vigo better materials Barcelona. In Barca, chances of winning it there, it is always ahead of Celta Vigo. In there, it is on paper, it is there. Won't mean changing. It is irreplaceable. But how the game will go. And in a bit game now tough for the side who say or your favorite in this case FC Barcelona. Into these are the factors, and clearly in the absence of Lewandowski up front, Ferran Torres with movement or energy, but he's not that clinical as Lewandowski, right? In the absence of Pedri in the midfield, I don't think so more anybody will beat me about to the level of Pedri at the moment. So you can expect, say, because of injuries, Barca team shape may be affected, almost strength may be affected. So these are the things that a bit me back on board to make the game very difficult, and Sunday evening very tough evening for FC Barcelona. But beyond that, the reality is that on paper no Oye Deyanwa FC Barcelona and they be moving into the game as the side of your favorite, and they need to get a very good scoreline because they are chasing Real Madrid from behind, so you can't afford to drop points on any day because they are chasing they keep adding up, so you can't afford I drop it and the whole thing is very dicey for Barcelona, but I'm a favorite to win.
Okay,
yes.
Final one. I mean, these European coaches, most of them are very adamant on the win a minimum, win a mayor, or an then one obey. Case story of Ruben Amorim. And then we have Hansi Flick, Barca defending with a high line.
Yeah.
But it's like clubs and your antidote to it. A better than Barca, it me will pin up. Amma on the club rules were considered 3 goals. In fact, 4 are referee and the last one. So Iago, Aspas, Mone, all these top guys on one. I was also some BB. And I said, Dian also because it's like clubs who say easy to expose Barca for highline.
You see, highline, the Biana many coaches need be a problem. Me say back in Ghana, I saw a coach I will cover highline in bouquet mama sembaye. The highline is all about making sure say opponent or opponent or thriving on possession or possessible anymore. And to say obo highline now, let's just say one narrow the size of the pitch, which means enough spaces a bemo timia passing balls around to build up the way of person enti se oni obi kobo na obo highline no na se ohu se wa pini no wa reduce the size of the pitch, the only way out say obe fly balls no e dia to defenders nachi enti se omo betimi aya na chese owo probably wingers or attackers or muye pace ena team bia wo si wo kobo highline bia no you have to steady your defenders. Are they defenders omutimi running back quickly and to cover spaces? If they are not, there be a bigger problem. In the case of Barcelona, I think that the problem is that we share defenders now, most of them omunye PC, Ufa Arojo, Ufa Eric Garcia, even Latras no, Ufa Kubasi, yes, also a center back, but even to Skunde, on that ni pace same thing call left back a body on pace. Inti emma sometimes Barcelona highline no or me expose. Inti I agree say Celta Vigo ebenya a way to punish Barcelona in this game ubehuane say sa highline no and the spaces be a bet enough for them to exploit. Inti me Hansi Flick me pese me dwen hu mienu no me decide say me change from playing with a highline. Enti maybe I'm say Hansi Flick is what say onye one of those coaches as a heading for them to change things. I can say so one of those pragmatic coaches depending on the situation to suit the occasion. I've seen him a lot of times over fall back no the Ateta ni Enzo Maresca mu ni bi say attack one of the fullbacks bad midfield na yakunya a 3-back shape and all of that, so maybe he will change, and I think says will change here, it will help Barcelona.
All right, Scooby, final thoughts on these upcoming games and as predictions for already Madrid also moving for Barca some chat.
Okay, so simple, go win or draw for Real Madrid, win or draw for Barcelona, you are safe.
Barca and lose?
No.
Okay, all right, so Kofi the Diaba na your trends is here comment section media there me the bars in the yana I will shoot the bar so you say